Hi, today I am going to teach you the part 2 of three-phase induction motors equivalent circuit diagram. So till this we have seen in part 1 that we have a stator circuit diagram and a rotor circuit diagram. So both the circuit diagrams are separate. Okay, it is two different circuit diagrams. Now we want to make it as single circuit diagram that is equivalent of it. So we can look at this picture in this diagram. What we understand is the primary parameters are having more, like it has r0, x0, r1, x1 and all, but we have secondary parameters have very less. So it is easy for us to convert all the parameter from secondary to primary. So when we transfer the secondary to primary, let us recall what are the parameters are there. So we have E2, we have I2 and we have R2, X2. So this can be divided in different categories. E2 comes under the voltage category, and this is current, and this is the element that is device, okay, resistance and reactance. So if I want to bring the E2 which is in secondary to primary, so I'll be mentioning it as E1 E2 dash. The reason is, if E2 means it is a secondary, that is rotor EMF. If I write it as E2 dash, it is a rotor EMF only, but from rotor it is being transferred to primary, okay, stator. So that's the meaning. So the current which is in the secondary, that is in the rotor, it is I2, and when it is shifted to stator it becomes I2 dash. The resistance R2, then when it is shifted to primary, then it becomes R2 dash. Okay, so just to identify whether it is a actual resistance or it is shifted from secondary to primary or primary to secondary or stator to rotor or rotor to stator. Okay, so we have three categories of parameters to transfer. We have voltage, we have current and we have power. So how to transfer? Mainly what is a concept? We want to make it this voltage equal. It means if this circuit and this circuit comes on the same operating voltage, then it becomes a single circuit diagram. So we have to equate it. We have to say this voltage same, or this current same, this power is same. So with this only. So if I want to bring the voltage, okay, I should use the current. That is what I have written here. If I want to transfer the voltage from secondary to primary, for voltage I use the current, for current I use the voltage equation, for elements I use the power equation. Okay, what is that? It's because if I say voltage is equal to I into R, okay, V equal to IR. So if I want to transfer voltage, if I use the current equation, I only equal to VR. If I want to transfer voltage, if I write the current equation, that only consists of voltage, but voltage equation consists of current. So we have to use opposite. For transferring voltage, you use the current equation. For transferring the current, you use the voltage equation. That is opposite. Okay. Now voltage is over. The next one, so for voltage we are going to use the current equation, for current we are going to use the voltage equation. But what about for resistance? For resistance we have to use the power, because the resistant, this is an element, it does not carry only the voltage or only the current, it consumes the power. So we have to use the power equation. Okay, now see here, now first I am going to transfer E2, that is voltage. So this is a voltage in secondary. When it is transferred or shifted to primary, then it becomes E2 dash. So we just now we concluded that for voltage we have to use the current equation. So let me write the current equation. If this E2 is in the secondary, it can produce the current of E2 by R2. You can use here Z2 also, but E2 R2 is also fine. When the same voltage is transferred to primary, then it can give the voltage current of E2 dash divided by primary resistance R1. Okay, so just so if this voltage is in secondary, what could be the current? If this shifted to primary, what could be the current due to that particular source? E2 dash by R1. So now we want to find out E2 dash. So E2 dash is equal to E2 and in bracket R1 by R2. Okay, that's all. So if we have a resistance R2 2 ohm, if we have a resistance R1 1 ohm, then if we have a EMF of 50 volt, so if the EMF is 50 volt in the secondary, then when it goes to primary it becomes 50. Use this formula 50, then R1 we take it as 1 ohm, then R2 2 ohm. Okay, 1 by 2. So 50 by 2 it becomes 25 volt. So this 50 volt in the secondary, when it goes to primary it becomes 25 volt. When R1 R1 is 1 ohm and R2 is 2 ohm. So okay, so this is the way we have to calculate. Next one, current. So the current which is in the secondary is I2. When it goes to primary, then it becomes I2 dash. When the current is in the secondary, then the voltage can be I2 R2. When this current in the primary, the voltage can be I2 dash R1. So we want to know I2 dash, which is equal to R2 by R1. Then here it is I2. So this is the formula for I2 dash. The next one, resistance. R2 is in the secondary. When it goes to primary, it becomes R2 dash. Then the power consumption due to this R2 is will be I2 square R2, but in case of primary it will be I1 square R2 dash. So R2 dash is equal to R2 by R2 I2 by I1 the whole square. Okay, so this is the formula. So in the same way we have to find out. So we have in the secondary we have E2, we found what is E2 dash. We had I2 and we found I2 dash. We had R2 and we found R2 dash. This is the formula. Just simply apply the formula, you find out the value. Same way x2 dash is equal to x2 into I2 by I1 the whole square. Okay, by using this formula we have to find out all secondary parameter referred to primary. Okay, so now how to redraw this? Let us draw it. So first the stator voltage, the stator current I1, then here I0, here resistance, reactance, this will be R0, this will be X0, and here this will be Im, this will be IL, and here this will be I2 dash, R1, then X1. So here we are not going to draw the separate windings because it becomes single one now. So here we had primary EMF or stator EMF. Now this rotor EMF E2 dash out became equal. So it both are coming in same place. Then the R2 became R2 dash. Then the current which was flowing here became I2 dash. And here it becomes X2 dash. And here this resistance became R2 dash 1 minus S by S. Okay, so now when we look at this, what we understand, here I2 dash, here also I2 dash. So all these four are in series. So the resistance, both the resistance can be, here it is R2 dash because it is shifted already. can be added, and then we can give the name R01. Then all the reactances can be added, that is x1 plus x2 dash. Okay, so these two can be added and these two can be added. Okay, so after adding this, how this circuit will look like. Okay, now here what will happen, so here it will be only one resistance, that is R01, and this is X01, and here the current is I2 dash. That's all. So here there is no need to mention this also. If you want, if you mention, then also there is no problem. Here the E1 E2 dash both will be same. Okay, so this will be the final equivalent circuit of a three-phase induction motor. So it has different parameters, like we have it has R0, it has X0, and R01, X01, where R01 will be this is the value, where X01 is this is the value, and we already know the formula for R2 dash and X2 dash also. So everything is known, you can easily find it whatever the missing data, if suppose if the numerical is given. Thank you. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share and subscribe. Thank you.